Hello everyone, today is January 9th, 2012. Today I'm going to be showing you how I start my onions from seed this year. I've never started onions from seed, period, all my life. I always used onion sets. And I guess from when I was a kid I never realized you could plant onions from seed. And then once I started getting into gardening again, I realized, yeah, you can plant onions from seed. So basically my setup right now is I have the seeds. I have a standard, I guess this is what, 10 by 20, 11 by 22, standard flat, no holes in the bottom. Since I'm putting the soil directly into the flat, you don't want holes because the water and dirt will just drain right through the holes. However, if you would have a flat like this that has holes, put it inside of the one that doesn't have holes. That way you could water and any excess will drain into the flat with no holes, and then you could just discard it. But I don't have any of those, so I'm going with one of these. I have my soil underneath here. I'm going to fill this up and then we'll get planting. I also have a heating mat warming up, and my heating mat I used when I germinated my tomato and my cucumber seeds. So I'm definitely going to use that again because I'm very happy with the results. I have my lighting rig set up. I'm sure you can see the brightness coming off of it. It's a cool bulb and a warm bulb. Alright, I have my soil in my tray and I have it moistened just a little bit. And I don't have any type of fancy hand seeder, so I'm just going to do these by hand. And again, I have 3 different varieties here of the onion, and since I'm not too concerned about them being mixed up, I'm seeding them all in the same flat, and I'll just put a couple of these little dividers in when the area gets filled up, which probably won't take very much. And I'm just going to sprinkle the seeds. Hopefully you can see that. Just sprinkle them in. Again, these are probably putting them in pretty thin because that's what I have. Okay, one variety. And then I'm just going to take these little sticks, just kind of put them in. Just kind of put them in like that. Just I have tons of these little sticks just to kind of remind myself about where I stopped. Alright, you want to see a couple more? Alright. And don't worry, I am keeping the labels in order how I have them, so when I'm finished with this I can make a little note of it. Okay, second kind. And if some of these mix in with the other ones, it's not a big deal. These have quite a few more, probably 3 times as many as I had. But I'm just sprinkling them lightly. Some of them might be real close together, some of them may be ½ inch apart. Again, when you plant these, you plant them thick anyway. And there we go. And these will be out roughly to about here. Again, this is somewhat of an experiment as well. So the worst thing that can happen is I'll just, I'm not wasting some time. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use up the rest of the seeds and do a section here for the leeks. And then I'm going to cover these up with a recommended ½ inch of soil. Lightly, I got to get a watering mister, water this in real good, set it on my heat mat, and I'll show you what that looks like right now. Alright, I have the seeds covered up. Roughly a ½ inch, ¼ inch, ½ inch of dirt, something like that. I don't think it has to be real particular. And you see I have my dome on here, which will help keep in the moisture of these seedlings, or of this the dirt. And again, I have 3 different kinds of onion, 1, 2, 3, and this section here is, you can see it, glare, it's not too bad. These are all leek seeds.